Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Brickenstein here, aka Ken Turner. So for Halloween month, we're going to kick it off with a bang. We have the Monster Fighters Haunted House. So this is a very sought after set, so I'm pretty lucky to have it. And I believe the Monster Fighters line came out in 2012. So this has a bunch of really cool minifigures that we'll review at the very end. So I'm going to go through all the artwork on the box, do the build, and at the very end, I'll review everything that comes in the set. Let's get spooky. So here is the cover of the box. So this is set number 10228. Has 2,064 pieces. And then you can see here all the dwellers of the haunted house. There's some gates at the front. These ghosts glow in the dark. On top of the box you can see the actual size of the Lord Vampire. And here's the back of the box. So there's some stairs from the attic that can come down. There's Frankenstein getting frightened by a snake. And there's those two glow-in-the-dark ghosts. There's some really nice features in the interior. There's even a kitchen. There's a bedroom. And there's that attic. And there's some artwork from the Monster Fighters theme. Hey everyone, I just want to take a little break from the time lapse to show you where I'm at with the build. So here is the front entrance, and one little thing to note is all these little pillars. On the top of them they have these little minifigures. I guess they're like zombie minifigures. So that's a nice touch. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is just the main floor all done. I'm just creating the awning here. And if we open it up, here's the kitchen, there's a stove and oven, there's a cauldron with a snake inside, a little jar there, there's a spider web, and then this thing is a fireplace, and there's a little ship in a bottle, and there's some stairs. So a lot more details to still be added. And if we close it up, I'll just show you a little overview of everything. So there's the side door and window. There's another window and all these sand green bricks. I think this is going to be the chimney probably. And there's another window. So that's where it's at. And the minifigures that I made so far. So from left to right there's two ghosts. There's the butler, which is like a Frankenstein. There's a zombie chef. There's the vampire's bride. And there's Lord Vampire. That's pretty cool. They look nice and creepy. And you can see all the bricks separated by color. This was a used set, and so they came all in these bags, all separated in each respective color. So it's taking a little longer to build because it's almost like finding a needle in a haystack sometimes. But I'm getting through it. Also, I had to use the manual instructions that came with it, thankfully, because the ones online are a little blurry. The colors don't really match, so it's sometimes hard to tell what's dark brown versus black. So it's good to have these manual instructions, I guess, sometimes. Again, this set is over 10 years old, right? So, but let's get back to the time lapse, and I'll create the second floor, and then probably take a break and show you that. All right, let's go back to the time lapse. So here we are with another time-lapse break. just to show you where I'm at with the build. So I have the second floor now built and detailed. So there's the Vampire's Bride, and there's a desk, little table with a cup and a bottle. There's some frames on the wall, and here's the bedroom. There's a cabinet, and there's Lord Vampire, and some more picture frames on the wall on this side as well. So now I'm on to book 3, or instruction manual 3, and I'm going to create the top floor. Probably won't do another time-lapse break until the very end when I review it. I just wanted to give you a little update on where the build is at. But let's get back to the time-lapse. So that was the build for the Monster Fighters Haunted House. I'll go through everything that comes in the set, including the instruction manuals. There's a sticker sheet. I wanted to show this mini haunted house in comparison to the Monster Fighters Haunted House. I built this one in a previous video. I'll put the link in the description. But first, let's go through all the extra pieces. So there's all the extra pieces. There's an extra window piece, a 2x4 brick, some plates, some tiles, some of these pyramid pieces or half pyramid pieces, some black 1x1, some light gray tiles. There's also an extra hat. But other than that, not too much. So let's go and see the sticker sheet. So again, this was a used set, but there was an extra sticker sheet. So a bunch of these are for picture frames. These are for some boxes. And these are for some window treatments, and there's a sticker for a vinyl record. Most of the stickers had been applied already, so I don't have to worry about any of that. So now the instruction manuals. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now I use the instruction manuals because the PDF on lego.com was kind of pixelated and the colors were really off. And this one shows how to put all the minifigures together. Alright, so now we're going to go through all the minifigures. We'll start on the right and work our way over. So here is the zombie chef. He has his chef's hat, chef's jacket with that torso printing, little red tie or handkerchief, and that face printing is looking really nice. Here's the back printing, but that is the zombie chef. Here's some spooky ghosts, and these will glow in the dark, and we'll test that out in a second. Here's the glow-in-the-dark ghosts. They look really nice once you charge them up. That green really shows up nice on the camera. Here's the Frankenstein butler. He has a nice jacket on with that gray tie. I'll take off this little headpiece so you can see his face. Very nice printing for the stitching. Really nice flat top head. And there's a bit of back printing. There's the Frankenstein butler. So here we have the Vampire's Bride. She has some really nice face printing, dress and torso printing. I'll take off the hair so you can see the printing on the front and on the back. And then she has a much scarier face as an alternative. And then she has this hair piece that just clips on. But there is Dracula's Bride. Here we have Lord Vampire. And you can see his torso printing with the gold chain. He comes with this cape and collar combination. And the slick back hair, and if you can see right there, is much more scary face as the alternative. But there is Lord Vampire. So here's the gates of the haunted house. So these gates are clipped in and they can open like that. There's also some black fencing, and these ones stand on their own. I'm sure I'll be adding to this, trying to spruce it up a bit. So we'll start with the exterior and then we'll go to the interior at the end. So here's the front of the haunted house. So at the top, you can see I attached a ghost, and each floor has 3 windows. Some are boarded up with these planks of wood, and some of those are printed pieces. And you can see these shutters hanging on by these clips. And some of the windows have sticker pieces like these drapes. And this one has a cobweb with a spider. The awning to this porch is highly detailed with these wrench pieces and clips. And these cone pieces on the corners. There are these columns here, and they're topped off with these zombie minifigure heads. There's some really nice use of tiling and cheese wedge pieces for these stairs, so they look a little worn out. And there's some tiling again on the porch in this brown color. There's these fence pieces that go around the porch, and there's a tan bush piece on either side of the house. Here's the side of the house, so you can see the chimney there, some more planks of wood, and there's a printed piece with some really nice detail on these window treatments. You can see the sand green color with one of those masonry bricks in tan. Here's the back of the haunted house. I attached a ghost to the roof there. There's another window with a plank of wood. That's sand green with masonry bricks in tan. There's a window there and a window there. And just some nice use of these masonry bricks and these modified 1x2s. Here's the other side of the haunted house. You can see all of these slope pieces for the roof. The window here with this printed piece. Another shutter. And there's a side door with a tan bush and some steps. And these pillars here. So now let's open it up and see the interior. Here's the interior of the haunted house. We'll start on the main floor and then work our way up. So you can see the Frankenstein butler there. There are these stairs that are made up of these 2x4 brown bricks. You can see some tiling there with the 1x6 tiles in brown. In the middle here you can see the fireplace with the ship in a bottle. Here's the zombie chef. And if we just move him out of the way for a second, get it in there, and you can see the table with the cauldron and snake. There's a jar there with a bottle and the stove and oven. So there's a couple pots on the stove and a spider web just beside it. And there's that side door. So let's move up to the second floor. You can see a spider there. There's the vampire's bride. There is a writer's desk, and there's a letter on there. A side table with a bottle and cup, and a little plant on the side in the blue vase. There's a picture frame with a werewolf. And now we move over to the bedroom. You can see Lord Vampire, and hanging from the wall is a elk deer, and hanging over the bed, mounted to the wall, is what's supposed to be, I believe, is a skull of a elk with those antlers. There's a couple lights on either side. That picture frame of Frankenstein. In the glass case, you can see there's a printed piece for a heart. There's a cabinet, another picture frame with a mummy. In the corner is a plant, and a couple more picture frames. And now we move to the attic. So in this little barrel, you'll find a knight's helmet with feather. There's a jar there, a trunk, and the trunk, I believe, is a hat. There's a rifle. There's a box with that printed piece. So it says, Night Out, Monster Rock, comes to town, catch a zombie, win a big prize. And there's a ladder to the attic, and if I pull this, the ladder will drop, just like this. So you can pull it down, and then the other half will come down like that. So there's the ladder to the attic. On the other side of the attic, you can see a skull. In the box is a vinyl record, and there's also a box with another sticker element. So it says the Daily News, Monster Attack, have you seen this ghost? And there's a bone in a glass case. There's a record player, which is a really nice little build. There's a jar and a bottle on the shelf, and a cup on the side. And that pretty much covers the interior of the Monster Fighters haunted house. So that's it for the video. Again, this was the Monster Fighters haunted house. I'll be sure to put this in a really nice place in my Lego room and do some YouTube shorts to showcase it. And probably in another video, I'll do some lighting with this with an LED kit. And I think it'll look really nice once it's all lit up. But be sure to stay tuned for more videos during Halloween month on the channel. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.